Have you ever felt like someone was pulling the strings in your life, subtly controlling your thoughts, your emotions, or even your actions? Maybe you didn't even realize it at first, but something felt off. You couldn't put your finger on it, but deep down, you knew you were being manipulated. Welcome to the hidden world of dark psychology, where the art of mental manipulation operates quietly, often without leaving a trace. Today, we're going to dive into the depths of this powerful, yet dangerous aspect of human interaction. This isn't a topic that's often discussed openly, but it's something that affects us all in ways we might not even be aware of. At its core, dark psychology refers to the study of manipulation, control, and influence. Not in the obvious, overt ways we often see in movies or books, but in the quiet, insidious tactics that can influence our decisions, emotions, and behaviors without us even realizing it. Imagine, for a moment, that you're being led by a gentle, invisible hand, guiding you to think certain thoughts, feel certain emotions, or make choices that benefit someone else at your expense. It sounds unsettling, right? But in reality, this is happening more often than you might think. It's important to recognize that mental manipulation can take many forms. Sometimes it's so subtle that you don't notice it until it's too late. But understanding these tactics is the first step in protecting yourself from falling victim to them. Let's explore some of the most common psychological manipulation techniques that people use to control or influence others. Gaslighting. This is one of the most damaging forms of manipulation. It's when someone makes you question your own reality. They tell you things that aren't true, or deny things they've said or done, causing you to doubt your memory, your perception, or even your sanity. Over time, this technique can make you feel confused, insecure, and completely dependent on the manipulator's version of reality. Love bombing. At first, it seems like the perfect relationship, an overwhelming flood of affection, attention, and validation. But what starts as intense love and admiration can quickly turn into control. The manipulator uses love to create an emotional dependency, making you feel like you need their approval and attention. And once you're hooked, they pull away, leaving you constantly craving more. Mirroring. This is a more subtle form of manipulation, but no less dangerous. In this tactic, someone mirrors your behavior, your language, or your opinions to create a sense of familiarity and trust. It feels like they get you, that you're on the same wavelength, but this imitation is often designed to gain your trust and lower your defenses, only to later manipulate your decisions or opinions in their favor. Playing the victim. This tactic is often used by manipulators who want to avoid taking responsibility for their actions. They constantly play the victim, making you feel guilty for questioning them or for expecting them to change. You might find yourself apologizing or feeling sorry for them, even when they're in the wrong. This creates a cycle where you're forced into a position of constant empathy and guilt, and they get to control the narrative. Isolation. This form of manipulation often involves cutting you off from friends, family, or support systems. The manipulator convinces you that the people around you aren't good for you, that they don't understand you, or that they're trying to harm you. With your support system gone, you become more dependent on the manipulator, making it easier for them to control you. You might be wondering, how does this really affect me? The reality is that dark psychology can undermine your confidence, your self-esteem, and even your ability to trust others. When you're manipulated, you lose your sense of agency. You stop making decisions for yourself and start reacting to the manipulator's agenda. Over time, this erodes your mental health, causing anxiety, confusion, and a lack of control over your own life. But the worst part? Many people who engage in these tactics do so unconsciously or intentionally, often without any guilt or remorse. They may even convince themselves that they're helping you or that their actions are for your own good. This makes it incredibly difficult to recognize manipulation until you're already deep into it. It's crucial to recognize the warning signs of manipulation before it's too late. Here are a few red flags that can indicate someone is trying to manipulate you. Inconsistent behavior. They say one thing, but do another, creating confusion and inconsistency in your relationship. Excessive charm or flattery. They shower you with praise and compliments, only to later use that affection to get something from you. Guilt tripping. They make you feel responsible for their emotions or actions, creating an unhealthy sense of obligation. Constant drama or crisis. They create drama or conflict around you, making you feel like you're walking on eggshells. Your gut feeling. If something doesn't feel right, trust your instincts. Often, deep down, we know when something is off. How to protect yourself. So, how do you protect yourself from falling into the trap of mental manipulation? Here are a few key strategies. The first line of defense is creating strong personal boundaries. Don't let anyone push you into doing something you're uncomfortable with. Stand firm in your decisions, and don't be afraid to say no when necessary. You are the best judge of what feels right for you. Trust your gut. If you feel that something is wrong or that someone is trying to manipulate you, listen to those feelings. It's often difficult to see manipulation when you're in the thick of it. Talk to trusted friends or family members who can give you an outside perspective. A fresh set of eyes can often spot manipulation when you can't. Knowledge is power. The more you understand about the tactics of dark psychology, the better equipped you'll be to protect yourself. Stay informed and aware of the signs of manipulation and learn how to recognize them early on. If someone crosses a line, make sure they understand the consequences. Whether it's distancing yourself from toxic relationships or walking away from situations that drain you, don't be afraid to take action to protect your well-being. Dark psychology and mental manipulation may sound like topics straight out of a thriller movie, but the truth is, they're very real. The more you understand these tactics and the signs of manipulation, the more you can take control of your own mind and emotions. You have the power to protect yourself, to stop being manipulated, and to regain control over your thoughts and actions. It's not easy, but with the right tools and knowledge, you can break free from the influence of others and reclaim your life. What about you? Have you ever experienced mental manipulation? How did you deal with it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Share them in the comments below. Let's start a conversation about this crucial topic. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Protect your mind and always trust yourself.